I went to a class. This is the next question. I went to a class where it was taught that you should only recommend the red items on the evaluation to prevent client overwhelm. Is that potentially a better, more fair way to present estimates to a client?
Our industry, we are insane. Period. I go to the doctor because I'm diabetic, and I walk in, and the doctor looks at my face, and there's a spot on my cheek that's a precancerous spot. Now, he doesn't want to do anything about that because it might overwhelm me. So all he does is check my blood, sugar, and everything, and he sends me out. And he doesn't tell me about this. It's not red. It's yellow. All right? And so I'm walking around with a precancerous thing. Pretty soon I have skin cancer, the leading form of cancer, also one of the most deadliest forms of cancer, because my doctor was afraid to overwhelm me. It is not our job to tell you only what you want to hear. It's our job to tell you what you need to hear to make a good decision about automotive service and repair. Now, so you're going to bring your car to me and it needs $6,000 worth of stuff. I don't know what, but let's say $6,000. But I know if I tell you that, you might get overwhelmed. So I don't. I tell you about $1,200 worth of stuff. The red stuff, the stuff that's only broken today. All right? And you buy it, and you leave, and you're happy as crap. Okay? And I'm happy because I did $1,200 worth of stuff on your car, and I have a customer who loves me. Right? And then 2 weeks later, something else breaks that you should have told them about that was in the yellow. And you do one of three things. You call the shop. You go, hey, I know you guys didn't work on this. I know this has nothing to do with the other stuff that you did, but I have another problem. How often does that happen out of the 2 to 3 times? Number two, hey, what did you do to my car? I had it in there. I spent $1,200, and now I have some more problems. And what did you do, or what didn't you do? Or you don't go back at all, and you go to the shop next door, and the shop next door says, I don't know why these idiots didn't tell you about this stuff. Okay?
Well, their argument is that when they're teaching these classes, they say, well, you still tell them about it. You just don't make estimates for it.
Why would I not?
You just
why
make
would
the
I?
Estimates for what's
what can
involved.
I sell? If I don't make an estimate for it, can I sell it? I've been doing this a long time, obviously, right? White hair, not as much, getting older. I've never been able to tell what a customer is going to buy in the beginning. Had a guy come in with a 64 Dodge Dart. It's worth $1,200 brand new. Needed $6,000 worth of work when I was a young service advisor. And I went to him and I said, Mr. Smith, unfortunately, the car's not worth fixing. And for the next 10 minutes, Mr. Smith took out a big 2x4 and hit me upside the head multiple times, telling me how he loved the car more than his wife, and he was going to die in this car, and how he gave away a Mercedes because he didn't like the way it rided, but he loves this Dodge Dart, slant 6, puke green. Okay? And I'm not very smart. So I go, but Mr. Smith, the car's not worth fixing. Then I get another 10 minutes of beating where he goes, I'm worth $14 million. I could buy 10 of these cars. I could buy 10 Mercedes without even thinking. I love this car. Now, Cecil, here's the deal. You either fix my car or I come get it and I take it down to the shop down the street and they fix my car. Which one is it? And I said, okay, Mr. Smith. Now, I've also had people that I thought were going to buy all kinds of stuff, and I wasn't prepared. I didn't estimate it. I wasn't ready. And the guy said, no. How do you talk to them when you don't know what the cost is? And what I hate as a service advisor, we do the inspection, but my technician forgets to fill out the brake depths on my inspection.
Right.
What's the first question the customer asks? What are my brakes at? And I look, and there's nothing there. And now I'm an idiot, right? At least I feel like one. And I say, I'm sorry, let me go check with the technician. I shouldn't have to do that. If I know the car needs this stuff, I'm going to estimate this stuff. This is a game of odds. And I don't know what you're going to buy. And by the way, I might overwhelm you. I've done it before. I've had people, grown men and women, cry because there was too much stuff on their car that they couldn't take in. but you don't have to sell it all, okay? But you need to estimate it. It's about saving time. It's about, if you don't do that, you can estimate the next 3 jobs and get this stuff through your shop faster. I know that. But am I treating my customer right if I'm not telling them or taking care of those other things and giving them the option and the opportunity to do that while the car is in? And by the way, according to US.gov research I did 25 years ago, if you maintain your car, if you fix it before it breaks, costs you half the money. Half.
Yep.
So I can't get into this. Just tell them the red stuff, or don't estimate anything but the 2 jobs and don't estimate the rest, and then see what they do. And if they go, hey, go ahead and do those. And by the way, I'd sure like to know how much the rest is. Then go estimate the rest. I can't play that game. I just don't think it's the right game. You can, and there are guys out there teaching it, and it will definitely save your service advisor some time, but I don't think it's what's right for the customer, all right? We have people in our industry teaching stuff that is convenient, it's whatever, but it's not right, okay? And then you decide what's right, and that's what you live with. If you think that you just don't tell them about it, then you don't tell them about it. I don't think that's correct. I don't want my customer making a $6,000 decision on $1,500 worth of information. If that car really needs $6,000 worth of work to keep it going for the next 2 years,
It's better to tell them.
I think I need to tell them that, from my opinion.
For sure.
And by the way, I'm the car doctor. I'm the guy. I'm the coach. I'm the consultant for my client. I'm not the guy that just takes the gravy off and sucks the life out of it. I'm the guy that consults. Do the same thing with my shops.
The advocate.
Yes.
The advocate.
And that's,
all right.
Hopefully you learn that.